welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast by me, Thendus32. Alright, before I start anything, if you have not seen game number 1, I recommend you get out right now. Alright, this is your spoil warning. Alright, for those of you that missed it, Hawk took a very fierce game number 1 out of Foggy and is currently up 1-0 in this best of 3, but let's us introduce our players. Spawning as the Red Night Elf. He's down, but he's not out. It's Foggy. And his opponent, spawning as the Teal Human. He's currently up 1-0. It is Hawk. Human versus Night Elf here on Secret Valley. Alrighty, nothing too out of the ordinary. Looks like Foggy will be doing the standard Ancient Award creep over at the Null Overseer encampment. He did not go for a late altar like last game, so no neutral hero here. Might see a Demon Hunter, maybe even a Warden, we'll never know. We'll have to wait and see. As for Hawk, it looks like he's going the standard Archmage Footman opener. Human players are known to militia creep the Null Overseer camp of theirs, and if of course they can militia creep here if they want to go for a quick expo. Which is always a possibility if you're human with that valuable militia ability. And it will be an Archmage as the first hero choice for Hawk, and a Warden. Ooh. Foggy trying to mix things up here. Alright, Warden will be the hero choice for Foggy. So we do have an Archer being mage. He's going to pull back the creeps. Ancient War is going to take us some shots here. And as long as he doesn't kill anything, full experience will go to the Warden, of course. Alright, Foggy's sending a Wisp out here. And this makes me think he might try for an expansion more than likely. Maybe. You never know, as he is doing a good job. Spreading out his Wisps, getting the map vision. The first footman out of the barracks will be sent out to scout by Hawk, which is a sign they'll be militia creeping, because they really don't need that first footman if they're militia creeping. Alright, militia being pulled, and it looks like Hawk will be doing the standard militia creep at the Null Overseer encampment. And a second Ancient War being built by Foggy. Do we have a Hunter's Hall? I'll have to keep my eye on that. It could possibly be a Huntress opener. We never know. Hawk, very careful. Loses one of the militia to the creeps. That's unfortunate. As Hawk will get a clause of attack +6. Not bad. Circle of Nobility for Foggy. Not bad either. And keep an eye on Hawk's base for the tech to tier 2 or a possible fast expansion. Either option's pretty viable. Alright, this footman does reveal that it's a Warden, so that might make Hawk change his ideas, should he wanted to try to do anything. He's sticking with that second Ancient, but I still don't see a Hunter's Hall. So, more than likely that second Ancient of War is just for creeping. Sometimes you see two Ancients of War and a Hunter's Hall, that obviously means a Huntress build. Oh, footman gonna take off the creeps, denying the experience to the Warden. He sacrificed his life for a good deal, and we will miss him greatly. So Hawk looking to be a little bit aggressive with his Archmage Footman Strike Force. He is taking up to tier 2, so he will not be going for that quick expansion. He could possibly expand, but not at the moment, I would say. One Wisp dispels, one gets taken down. Alright, meanwhile, Foggy picking up boots of speed in his Warden, very valuable when chasing down the Archmage. Ooh. Still no tech out of Foggy. The Ancient War delayed his tech a little bit, and you really don't want to tech while your base is getting harassed, otherwise you won't be able to remake the Wisps you might lose. So Foggy's gotta be careful. Ooh, Hawk pulling back the creeps, he finds the second Ancient of War. Ooh. That's not looking good for Foggy here. He still has these footmen running rampant throughout his base here. Shadow Strike going down on one of the footmen. One of the footmen. Sorry about that. And should die by a dot, or the archers. Hawk continuing to pester at this Ancient of War with his Archmage. Foggy getting blocked up by the footman, does get another Shadow Strike off, and that should be enough to kill it. Oh. Oh, Hawk tried to deny the experience. Warden did get the last hit. Why am I stuttering so much as the second Ancient of War does go down? Keep in mind, folks, if Hawk wins this game, he wins the tournament. And that's never good. Alright, a little Archer's getting caught out of position. Hawk does not have Dust of Appearance should they want to Shadow Meld. He's continuing to pressure. Foggy is about halfway to tier 2. Hawk very close to tier 2, so he's ahead on tech. As the Weakened Wisp being put in the safety of the gold mine. Same with that one. And so far so good the Wisp micro here from Foggy. So Archmage gonna be shoot away. Alright, tier 2. Looks like we'll have a Blood Mage as the second hero choice, which isn't too uncommon. Sometimes you'll see him, more than likely the Mountain King, but he's not uncommon as the Archmage getting blocked up by the Wisp. Another Shadow Strike, a pesky sheep blocking up the Warden. Doesn't matter though, she has boots of speed, and Hawk is forced to use his TP.
A town is under siege.
So we do have Riflemen. And do we have an Arcane Sanctum? More than likely it'll be a Rifle Caster build. As soon as I see the Arcane Sanctum, there it is. So it will be Rifle Casters from Hawk. Alright, Foggy with a good chunk of archers, and that could mean he can creep out the Red Drake, who drops a very nice item for an orange creep camp. He's going to use the archers, pull him back out of the healing range of the health fountain, and then slowly siege him down. Very nice, very nice. And especially when you want to go warding, you want her as high level as possible. I know what you're thinking, duh, of course you want your hero high level, but it really matters for the Warden. Like, really, really matters. Sobe Mask, good item for the Warden. Gives her quicker mana regeneration for her Shadow Strike, her Blinks, her Fan of Knives, whichever choice Foggy made. Wardens can pretty much use any of those possibilities. Usually I see Shadow Strike or Blink or Fan of Knives and Blink, but once in a while you'll see both. So the Blood Mage will suck away the mana from the Ogre Magi.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wow, and that Ancient of War had himself a nice little trek with the Hunter's Hall, as we do have double Ancients of War coming in, and another Ancient of War actually. So, more than likely Dryad Bears coming out of Foggy here. He will need to take up the tier 3 in order to get the Bears. Archmage of Hawk very close to level 3, 1 kill away, and those level 2 water elementals would be really nice. Mantle of Intelligence. It's going to drop the Ring of Protection for it. Alright, both players just creeping away. Alright, level 2 and level 3 onto Hawk's heroes. It's currently 48 supply for Hawk versus 28 of Foggy. Ooh. Foggy needs to get his production up and rolling.
Player's forces are under attack.
Or else he's gonna get outmassed here. Alright, upgrade wise, it's currently 1-0 versus, well, no upgrades for Foggy. I just he doesn't have the tier 2 units, and it looks like he's lacking a bit on wood. There is no shredder on this map. Oh, and militia being pulled here, and I think Hawk's gonna try to go for a bit of a tower push here. This could be pretty deadly as Foggy doesn't have a good chunk of units out at the moment. He has a nice little archer strike force here, but I'm not sure how far archers could take him. Siphon mana going down the Warden, who does Fan of Knives. She is very close to level 4, but if she has no mana, it really doesn't matter. Ancient of War gonna uproot, try to defend this. Second Ancient of War also on the way. Nature's Blessing upgrade makes them quite fast as the Warden did Fan of Knives yet again. And if you could get a nice spot, Fan of Knives would shred through the human casters. There's another one, level 4 in the Warden, but the Blood Mage continuing to suck away the mana. Shadow Strike onto a Rifleman. Healing Scroll being used by Hawk. The militia ran out. Still no towers going down from the peasants. Abolish magics onto the water elementals as banish being used onto the riflemen. More abolish magics taking out more of the water elementals here. Another siphon mana, but the warden does manage to get a fan of knives off. These ancients of war are going to be pretty nice at helping Foggy defend here, as they do soak up quite a bit of damage. Alright, Warden with no mana does have a mana potion though. Probably gonna wait for the right time and use it. These peasants hacking away at the Night Elf army with their pickaxes. Alright, Warden, slow his honor. Mana drain being used on her. And it looks like Foggy's gonna try TP, get his army in a better position. More Ancients of War being built to try and hold this off. So Warden will use the Clarity Potion. More and more Dryads being produced by Foggy here, and the Blood Mage continues to siphon the mana. Hawk doing a very good job at being annoying with his Blood Mage. Alright, Warden's gonna come in. Shadow Strike going down. Will use the Mana Potion and Fan of Knives. But Hawk does use another Healing Scroll. He's out of Healing Scrolls. The Warden's very low in health. Level 5. Oh, another Fan of Knives. I believe that was level 3, killing quite a bit of the human casters. Alright, level 3 onto the Blood Mage, and that level 2 Siphon Mana is going to be even more annoying, as it drains quite a bit of mana, let me tell you what. Right now, it's 33 supply versus 50. So Foggy is down at the moment. Blood Mage draining more mana right in the face of the Warden. It's like spitting on her face. And if Foggy loses these Ancients of Lore, his production's gonna go down so much. Whisk's gonna be trying to pull the repair. Dryad gets focused down. Dryads take loads of damage from Rifleman, who's currently at 2-1 upgrades versus 0-0 still. And if Hawk wins this game, folks, he wins the tournament. As his Archmage gets level 4. Abolish Magic's going down onto the Water Elementals. Oh, look at how fast the Warden's mana drops from the Siphon Mana. I think it's like 20 mana. Oh, GG.